When life breaks you and nothing is going your way, what is that one thing that can keep it together? What is that one thing that acts like glue and can keep you moving in the right direction? I challenge you to think about one thing, and that one thing is self-discipline. Listen, there are going to be things that simply don't go your way. And that could be on a daily basis. Listen, if you're out there striving and pushing hard and doing all you can to achieve big goals, big objectives, you're going to have a swing and a miss. You're going to have things that don't quite go your way. So you just have to be prepared to accept that, listen, this didn't work, but I'm moving forward. I'm going to come up with the plan B. I'm going to come up with a counter. I'm going to have the self-discipline to do whatever it takes to keep moving forward. Listen, as a part of that, you have to be able to simply, and we've talked about it before, master your thoughts. Everything in your life that you can structure to move forward, to be positive, to reach great distances toward your goals and objectives starts with a thought. As we talked about recently, you don't need to truly experience something to be able to feel that emotion of the win, of the victory, of what it feels like to actually achieve it. You need to begin to think about deeply and paint that visual, that picture of what that accomplishment means to you. And along with that thought is the emotion tied to that of what it would feel like to climb that hill, what it would feel like to give the best presentation of your life, what it would feel like to hit the ball out of the park, to score a goal, to whatever it is. You got to develop those right thoughts, and you've got to develop at the same time that emotion to where your subconscious, it doesn't know the difference between you actually did it an hour ago or you didn't. And that's how you can simply train your body, is get very clear, extremely clear on developing the right thoughts and emotions and play them over and over and over in your head. Along with self-discipline comes, listen, you've got to make sacrifices. If you think you're going to have the freedom in the day and the week to do just about everything, and at the same time aggressively working hard and working towards your goals, you're not going to. You've got to be able to tell your friends when they come knock on the door, when they give you a ring and say, hey, let's do this, let's do that, let's go away for the weekend. There's going to be those times you're like, no, I can't do it. Sorry, Johnny, Sally, whoever, I can't. You've got to be willing, and you've got to be ready to make the sacrifices and say no, because you have the self-discipline to keep at it, to keep moving forward. You know on any given day what it is you need to accomplish. And if going out to dinner and disappearing for the day doesn't really support what you need to accomplish today or this week, then you've got to be self-disciplined and you've got to say no. You also have to be very comfortable being uncomfortable. Anyone who is out there in the arena and striving for big goals and reaching for their potential, you are going to be uncomfortable, because I will challenge you. If you reflect back today, over the last week, the last month, and you can't come up with a scenario where you really felt uncomfortable, you are not challenging yourself. So be comfortable being uncomfortable. And if you're not feeling those moments throughout the week, you need to stretch farther, try harder, drive faster, because the only way you are going to grow and build the right skills and build the right capabilities and chalk up the right wins is to be uncomfortable and absolutely get after it. You also have to believe And we've talked about this before. You have to believe in yourself. Self-discipline alone isn't enough if you don't believe in who you are. You have to believe that you have everything it takes. And you may not have all the skills today, but you know what it is you need to go out and grow and develop and the knowledge you need to acquire. But you need to be able to believe in yourself and not let anybody in your inner circle, friends, families, somebody at work, wherever, tell you that you are not capable of going out and achieving what it is that you've set out for yourself. You can't allow that to happen, not even once. You have to own your moment. I follow a great leader, Jocko Willink, former Navy SEAL. Maybe some of you have heard of him, but his first book, him and his partner wrote a book a few years ago that came out, and it's called Extreme Ownership. It's a fantastic book. I encourage you to check it out. But the beauty and the simplicity of that philosophy of extreme ownership is absolute gold. And what it is as a leader, and again, even leading yourself, as a leader, you have to accept 100% of the accountability for everything in your life. You can't walk around and point your finger and say, you know what? It wasn't my fault. It was him, or it was her, or it was them. No, don't pass the buck. Extreme ownership is good. I own it. I'm going to help find the solution. I'm going to move this forward. So take ownership, take responsibility for everything, and you're going to build the capabilities and the mindset and the success mindset that you need, where you will be absolutely unstoppable. If you think about self-confidence and you think about the fuel you put in your car each and every day to get you to where you want to go, self-discipline is the fuel. It is the fuel as you put in your car, gasoline. Self-discipline is the fuel you put in your body, you put in your mind, that will keep you going each and every day. So critical for you to think about that piece. Also, around self-discipline, listen, you can have no great success. You may be able to generate some simple wins, but you will not have great, long, sustainable, big wins in success without self-discipline. They go together. You cannot have one without the other. So it is so critical, again, that you create and you maintain and you cover yourself every day in self-discipline to make sure you're driving forward. Few more elements of self-discipline that I want to share with you is 2 words. There's no quit. If you are self-disciplined and you have self-discipline as that guidon you're carrying to move yourself forward, to propel yourself forward, there is no quitting. There is no quit. There is no, it's getting tough. There is no, you know what, I thought this would be easier. I think I'll stop. There is no, I thought I could do this in a week, but now it's week 2, it's week 3. I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I think I'm going to stop. There is no quit in you. There is no quit when you are a self-disciplined leader and a self-disciplined warrior that is driving forward, and you are focusing every day on taking a step, an inch, and going a little further to attain your goals. There is no quit. And if you think about not quitting, that's going to build what? It's going to build momentum. When you take action and you take steps each day, each week, and we all know there may be days where you take 2 steps back to take 1 step forward, but it is with action, it is with self-discipline that builds wins, may be a few small wins. You may get a bigger win. But to build momentum, to gather those wins, to add up those wins, it's self-discipline and it's moving forward. Listen, if you think about all of the great leaders, whether that's a professional athlete, somebody in academia, in all walks of life, think about pro sports, whether it's a Kobe Bryant or a Michael Jordan or so many other incredible leaders in their profession and in their field, all great leaders, that 1% in those professions, they have one thing in common. They are absolutely self-disciplined to do whatever it takes each and every day to move forward. They're not allowing anybody to take them off course, to take them off track, to lead them down a road that leads them to a place that isn't what they're aiming for. Nothing's going to move them off that road except themselves. And if you are self-disciplined, you know what you have to do, and you're going to keep moving forward. So listen, you think about self-discipline and how critically important it is to success and to winning. We all know that suffering the pain of discipline, is going to be for you over the long haul so much more tolerable than to suffer the pain of regret. It isn't easy. Winning isn't easy. Being successful isn't easy. But if you look at the pain of discipline and the pain of regret, you want to choose the pain of discipline. The getting up early when you want to stay in bed. The getting up early when you want to hit the snooze button. You want to remain and stay self-disciplined to keep driving forward each and every day because you do not want to live a life of regret to look back. Each of us has examples. I have some incredibly painful examples in my life where I have left something on the table and you can't turn the clock back. You also can't spend your life looking in the rearview mirror and wondering what if, should have, all of those things. No. Stay self-disciplined. Put in the blood and the sweat and the tears to move it forward, and you will build the kind of lifestyle, and you will build the kind of momentum, and you will build the kind of success that you never thought possible. So listen, if you like today's video, listen, subscribe to my channel. I try and put out 3 and 4 videos each week. Hit the like button, hit the notification button, leave me a comment. I love engaging on great questions on the topics that I share. I think self-discipline is a fabulous topic to generate some good conversation. So let me know. And listen, at the end of the day, you know, never quit. Never quit. Don't surrender. Keep moving forward. Let's absolutely get after it, and let's roll.